Hello, my name is Carol A. Jones. We're here at St. Margaret's Episcopal Church in Bellevue to interview Juliet Wakatari on racial issues. Before we start the interview, I'd like to tell you a little bit about Juliet. She was born in Tanzania and came to the United States in 2002. She worked for the University of Washington Physicians as a medical biller and coder for 13 years, while attending Antioch University on the weekends to get a degree in environmental and community studies. Upon graduation, she began work this fall for the Washington State Department of Social and Health Services as a public benefits specialist for those in need. Juliet and her husband Edward, who also comes from Tanzania, have 3 beautiful children, and they reside here in Bellevue. In addition to being a wife, mother, student, and working full-time, Juliet, in 2015, created the Fanikia Foundation, which raises funds for the education of young girls in Tanzania. Now, it is my pleasure to turn the program over to Nancy Levings, who will be asking Juliet questions about being a person of color in America. Nancy?
Thank you, Carolee. We feel it is important to talk about racial issues today, given what is happening in our community and in our country. So we are pleased to interview Juliet and hear her perspective. Juliet, how is it different being Black in America than in Tanzania?
Thank you so much, Nancy and Carolee. I feel the big difference is belonging. I grew up in Africa. I came here when I was an adult. Growing in Africa, I never experienced racism. I did not understand what it means to be discriminated just because of your color or your race. When I came to this country, I would hear many Black Americans talking about, or the people who grew up here or were born here, or their ancestors came through slavery, talking about racism. And I used to wonder why, and saying that they're just complaining. They should be thankful because there's a lot of material stuff here that we miss, such as clean water, electricity 24/7, good school, which are free, education, plenty of teachers, they have desks. I remember growing up in Africa, where I went to elementary school, I had to sit down due to fewer desks in the classroom. So I would wonder why would they being so complaining, why? Until when I started, I've lived here now for more than 17 years, and then I started to experience racism. I and my family is when I started to understand racism is a very critical issue that needs to be addressed and needs to be tackled.
I understand before moving to Bellevue, your friends of color were concerned. What did they say to you about moving to Bellevue?
Yes, and when I came to Washington, I lived in the South. So I moved to Bellevue to look for job opportunities and good pay. When I came here and when I moved to Bellevue, when I would go back to the South and tell my friend that I moved to Bellevue, they would be like, why you want to mess up your life? Because that area, it does not like Black people to live there, because they feel that we are all Black people are criminals. And I remember they used to tell me that if you just go fewer, like 2 minutes, you're driving 2 miles per hour over the speed limit, the police can stop you and give you ticket. You can end up with a lot of ticket compared to a white person driving the same speed. So that was a scary part that I was told to live in Bellevue.
How do you and Edward talk to your children about racial issues that happen to you or to them?
Yeah, we talk to our children all the time, especially our daughter who is in high school. We'll tell them that being a Black or just being born a Black is different compared to other races. I tell her to work hard. We tell her to work hard and to work extra hard compared to other races. I tell her that She needs to prove that she's trustworthy all the time. She needs to prove that she's intellectual and she's not a criminal. And she should expect that her intelligence to be tested all the time to prove that she's smart. And she should expect to be treated unfairly just because of her skin. And also she should be expect to be treated as suspiciously because just of being black in America. So, and also learning from being here, I was told having a child who is a boy, and I have almost a 3-year-old boy. When he reached 13 years old, I need to sit down and talk to him about what it means to be a black man in America.
What worries do you have for your children as they grow up around racism?
I feel just because of skin of their color, the system will fail them. They won't be able to reach their goals or their dreams or whatever talent they have. It won't be seen just being black in America. I feel they won't achieve. They won't be treated well. They won't get what they deserve just living here in America and have a black skin.
What would you like the members of St. Margaret's to do about systemic racism in this country?
I would like my fellow members to listen, LISTEN, learn, LEARN, understand, UNDERSTAND, to understand racism. I would like to leave my fellow Christian to read for you this verse from the Bible, John 13, verse 34. It says, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, that as I loved you, you also love one another." I believe if we work hard to remove this hate and fill this world with love, then we'll have a better future, a peaceful one. Thank you.